Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Zeke's World. This is we're going to call this episode number 8 because it's probably going to come out before the other one. But my guest today, the one and only Matt Diaz, my good friend from back home. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. Chilling.
Right on.
Glad
Thank you for
to be
joining my first virtual podcast. We're trying this out, and it'd be kind of cool to see because we got a lot of friends on the East Coast, and this is a fun ass way to connect with them. But yeah, man, it's been a while. So why don't you tell my audience a little bit about like what you do and how we met or whatever. But yeah, get into it.
Yeah, dude. Just glad to be the first at something in my life. I could really tell my mom that I've actually made it. So
I'll get you a little trophy. I'll send it your way. First virtual podcast with me.
a fucking number one foam finger or some shit.
He was number
He
one.
was number one. uh, but it feels like a fucking icebreaker or some shit like we did in college. Like, what do you want to hear? My name, age, and hobbies?
All right, now tell me your favorite movie, your favorite animal, and what's your favorite topping on a pizza? Go.
God,
Gun to your head, go.
I'm good at pressure. Nah, but yeah. So Matt, me and Zeke go back to like freshman year of college, which is 2014. So
Yeah.
8 years already. Can't believe that. It's
Shit,
weird
it
as
has been
hell.
8 years.
Yeah, dude, I
That's
could have went
crazy.
through college twice. Jeez. But and bro, literally had 8 people in that suite. That's fucking crazy.
Dude, I'll never forget that fucking sweet, man. That was honestly though, I think we definitely lucked out in terms of like places to stay because at least we had like central air and I don't know, we had plenty of fucking space compared to like some of the other dorm rooms where you're just like sitting there like sticking to the fucking beds.
Oh yeah, dude, and those people are sharing hallways with like
Oh
however many of their fucking rooms
yeah,
and stepping in piss and other people's nut.
I didn't even think
Just
about that because we don't have the fucking yeah the fucking we don't have the we've never had communal bathroom problems I guess, which was kind of nice because if someone shit on the floor, we knew exactly who it fucking was.
literally, or fucking
It was
you
definitely Matt.
know, or
He's he's an excessive. We would find him sometimes shitting 3-4 times a day on the bathroom floor. Yeah,
oh yeah, dude,
I'm really glad you found fiber, man.
we all have our bad habits. I
So,
don't judge.
what do you what are you doing now? Once you are working with kids, but what's like your like job title?
Yeah, so I'm a behavior intervention specialist, just like a real fancy way of it's kind of like being a glorified babysitter at the Head Start program, which is like a program for underprivileged families, low income families, uh, some students who have like you know mental handicaps or disabilities and
Oh,
that kind of stuff. So I work with kids 0 to 12, but mostly the 2 to 5 year olds. So overall, it's the social emotional well being of them.
oh yeah,
So
that's
it
cool,
keeps
man.
me busy. Keeps me busy.
I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds busy as hell. Honestly, like I say, between like 2 and 5, those are like some of the funniest fucking kids. I swear. I remember like when I would help like my mom out with like the youth stuff at church, and I mean honestly, kids do say the damnedest things. It's funny. There's like, and they just say stuff so innocently too, with a smile on their face, which makes it even like 10 times more fucking funnier.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense sometimes. They'll just jump from one topic to another. Like, I don't know, this kid was just talking to me about like, his dirt bike that he has at home and how his sister was still on training wheels like a loser. And then fucking, I was like, oh yeah, and I got stung on my forehead by a bee and I did this. And like, I don't know, dude. It's just, they're just real bouncy. Like, that's why they're kind of cool because you can literally just talk to them about anything
Yeah.
and they'll fucking have a great time. This one kid was like, oh yeah, yeah, I got this new water bottle from the store. And then these her like fucking friend was like, oh yeah, wow, like no, no, just tell me more about it. Just, literally just going on this conversation about some water bottle. Uh,
As I said, there's like once you find like what that little kid's interested in, like if it's dinosaurs or something, you'll see the fucking that light spark up in their eye, and then it's off from there. They'll tell you everything they've ever learned about fucking dinosaurs or whatever the fuck. We had this one kid, yeah, he was like super upset. He always had like a little toys dinosaur he brought with him. But like, yeah, you'd ask him what it was, and he'd have the whole like scientific name, what it ate, how large it was. Yeah, he had it all locked down. It was pretty crazy.
yeah,
But
dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they definitely know more shit than I do about, honestly, random ass shit. Like, uh,
yeah.
for some reason, a lot of the kids are into like different vehicles. Like, I didn't know what the fucking excavator was, but now I do. It's like the more you know. I don't know.
Holy shit. Well, I was gonna
And
say,
these, mind you,
shit.
these are the same kids who are the same kids who are shitting on the playground. So, like this one kid's literally just popping a squat under the slide, and I'm like, "Are are you all right? Like, are you okay? Do you need one of us?" And he just dead silent, just, literally just focused, just fucking staring straight. I'm like, "Ah, man, he's fucking shitting." Like you literally, you see shit sliding down his leg as I'm trying to fucking speak to him. And then
Oh,
let's walk him inside. Let's get him inside, and his fucking shit is just sliding down his basketball shorts.
oh man.
There's like a trail of shit on the playground. So now we just gotta fucking I don't know, man. It's always something. Like that's why I can't hate what I do, but I have this drink here, so I'm gonna take a shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's do that. Hold up. Let me get my beer.
What is this? My podcast or yours, man? Like, what are you doing?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on, Matt. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me at the first.
That's it. We're done. Get out.
Thanks for the worst 10 minutes of my life.
It won't be the first. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I feel like I should do another swig. You just did a shot of fucking Hennessy, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might be alone on that one, dude. This fucking Hennessy is warm and burns.
Ugh. As I said,
I'm
was
playing
just
it straight. I'm not having a good time right now.
I was that I've been like for like the last 2 days I've been shooting some content for actually like the liquor store down the street. So they had like some different it was mostly they just had like bottles of like different whiskeys and bourbons and stuff, but for the photos themselves, because I couldn't actually like crack into the bottle, I've been using one of my friends brought over this old bottle of Cavassier. So I've been using the fucking Hennessy Cavassier to uh mimic bourbons and fucking whiskeys and shit like that. I added some apple juice to one. I added a little bit of vanilla to one to make it a little bit darker. But yeah,
Yeah,
all of the liquor pictures you see coming out is essentially 90% Cavassier in a glass, probably
jeez.
mixed with something you wouldn't want to drink.
I was gonna say how's that for you?
I was good. I just fucking I kept spilling it everywhere. So like by the end of like the like first day of shooting, I smelled like a bar floor. I smelled so bad. I smelled like fucking like yeah, the smell of Cavassier just wafted with me into wafting
Waff,
off over here.
waff, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Look,
I saw that smell wafting in. Oh
it's
man.
fucking, I don't know. Hennessy is just like so. The thing is, like,
Yeah.
I like Hennessy when it's mixed with juice. Like that's it's amazing at that point. I think you can mix Hennessy with any juice,
Yeah.
and to me it goes down like water,
Well,
honestly.
that was
But
when I bartended. I used to make this drink a lot. It was the Incredible Hulk, which is it's half henny and then half hypnotic. I don't know if you tried
yeah,
the hypnotic shit's like this like I think it's like a glimmery, like shiny looking liquor. But like you mix those two together, and that's like an incredible hawk. But yeah, that together was good. But like I don't know, like I've tried like Henny and like Henny is it's a brandy, right?
Yeah, cognac.
Cognac, yeah. I don't know. I just never like I don't know. I never really got the hype. Trying to sip that shit by itself, I just was like, it's not enjoyable. I
Nah,
like,
nah,
yeah,
that's what I mean, dude. I don't believe in that shit where it's like, ah, yeah, you gotta fucking drink it on the rocks and put some hair on your chest. Like, dude, just fucking admit to yourself it tastes awful.
yeah, that's why I like to be tricked into my liquor. That's why I like mixed drinks, yeah, like cocktails and stuff.
Ah,
I
yeah,
I don't want to taste that shit. I don't want to be
nah,
in pain while I'm drinking it. That shit's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah, it shouldn't be fucking stabbing me while it's going down my sternum. Like,
I think the worst thing I've ever taken a shot of is I like mezcal in a cocktail, but I tried like if you're taking a shot of mezcal, it literally tastes like you're swallowing a campfire. You can fucking feel it like crawling down your throat. It's disgusting.
yeah, nah, that sounds awful.
Oh,
I'd say,
absinthe is that? Oh my god, fucking! Have you had
nah,
absinthe?
oh, fuck that.
It's not like the old shit. Like you're not gonna like trip your balls off or anything, you know. But like it just, I don't know. To me, it tastes like licorice, and I'm not like a fan. I don't like licorice tasting shit like Jägermeister and stuff like that. I don't know. I just does not fucking taste good.
I mean, if you're not even tripping on the absinthe now, like that's half the fun gone. So it's
I want to say my friend
like,
Dan is like obsessed with that shit. He loves absinthe. He'll like always sip that, and that's honestly the only time I ever drink it is when I'm with him because he'll like order like a bottle of it or something like that. And I'm like, I, I just don't get the fucking appeal. It's just not my thing. I like I like
uh,
fruity and sweet shit.
yeah. I want sex on the beach. I'm gonna have a sex on the beach. We'll
I'm gonna
punch you
drink
in
it
the
out
feet.
of a pineapple. I don't care. That's why I felt like ordering a fucking when I was just talking about a vacation. I ordered a pina colada. I was like, I felt like weird about it at first, but then honestly, I was like, you know what, this shit tastes so good. I don't even fucking care. I'll sit here. Give me 3 umbrellas. That's fine. I'm not ashamed of this.
Nah, and actually, I was gonna say like it's like pretty basic, but Hennessy with a pina colada mix, Henny Ladas, just fucking
Oh shit,
a
that actually probably would be good.
yeah, because it's
Yeah,
like the pina colada mix isn't gonna go bad. Like with it's not gonna taste bad. It's just that sweet taste with like the Hennessy still hitting you.
yeah, that shit is.
So it's like just like give it a try. I don't know.
Have you ever had screwball before?
Nah. What's
It's
that?
peanut butter flavored whiskey. Now, look, I on paper that sounds fucking disgusting, but yeah, you get that shit ice cold. I was like, I was really surprised. It is actually probably one of the smoothest shots I've ever had in my life, and it like literally just it tastes like a peanut butter cup without the chocolate. Yeah, it literally just
Mm,
tastes like you just ate a fucking thing of peanut butter. But
all
I
right.
had they made like this alcoholic shake with it. So they did like, yeah, it was like a peanut butter cup, but I blended in screwball with it. That shit was insane, man. And it's like, it's pretty like, I think it's pretty strong whiskey too. So it's got a little
Yeah.
kick to it for being so like, just tasting like peanut butter, honestly. It was good. But I didn't, so, did you meet my friend Dan when you were out here last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So that fucking, Dan has a peanut allergy, and I've now almost killed Dan several times in our friendship on accident. I
Ah,
always
yeah.
fucking forget, but we finished this project like one time, and we're like going to celebrate. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll bring a bottle over and like bring some beers, whatever. I I bought like a fucking giant handle of screwball. I brought it over to his house, and I'm like about to pour him up. He's like, "Is that peanut butter whiskey?" I was like, yeah. I was like, this shit's really good. I'm like, I know it sounds gross. He's like, no, it does sound good, but like, I can't have that or I'll die. I was like, oh, I totally
Yeah.
fucking forgot about that.
Nah, I try not to die. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
not preferred. I'm trying to cut back on that.
cut back on the death. I think that's good. Dude, we
That's,
were fucking we were editing one day too, and Steph bought this like almond like almond milk coffee creamer. But I didn't realize like he was also allergic to that too. So I made both our coffees, and literally like
Yeah.
2 seconds before he took a sip, I was like, "Wait, are you allergic to almonds?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Don't fucking drink that." So I fucking went and grabbed it out of his hand, but yeah,
Just
I've been getting better
stereotypical.
now. But I'm gonna start just carrying an EpiPen with me for other people because I don't know. You just never
Is that
fucking
even how
know.
that shit works? Can you just use a are EpiPens universal? Or you just like, is that a
Orange
thing?
to the thigh, blue to the sky. Oh, dude, did you? Oh, do you see the? I was like scrolling on TikTok, like while everyone does while taking a shit. But
Haha.
there's this video of this girl. I think she was like trying to practice with the EpiPen, and even I'm like watching it. She's got the orange. She's like trying to push in the orange thumb tip, and she's like pushing down on it, and she's like, "Oh, I can't get it to go." So she goes to jab it down, and as she does, it literally just goes right into her thumb. She's like fucking shoots the whole EpiPen into her thumb. I like
Nah.
almost puked at the same time. It was incredible. It was fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, because you're not a needles kind of guy
Oh,
either.
I hate needles and I hate blood, so I was like, if I did that to myself, besides all the adrenaline, I probably would just have a heart attack from stabbing myself with a fucking needle to begin with. But yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick.
I want to see
Detour.
you fucking grow up on set, man. Does it still inject?
I'll
Like,
move it.
dude, if you stab your thumb, are you still, are you then getting the EpiPen effect? Like,
Yeah. Well, I think. Let me see. I think this is the one.
or then did you
Oh,
just
this is
fucking?
it. Yeah, this is fucking it. Oh my god. All right, hold up. All right, I don't think I can full screen this one. Never mind. All right, here we go. This is just dumb. Look at this. Look, she got the orange up. Oh! Oh my god!
Uh,
All right, I'm going to tell you guys why, as an emergency
I
physician,
want to hear
what's
what he has
concerning.
to say.
we don't
I
care
just want to
about that.
watch it one more time.
Yeah.
Fuck! Ah. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Tell you guys why.
Yeah, that's bad.
dude, that shit probably feels like a fucking thumbtack going in you.
That's what I was
God
gonna
damn.
say. I mean, that thing's coming out of high. Like, that's gotta. Don't you usually like stab that into somebody's like thigh or something?
Yeah, yeah,
Thigh or
I'm
the
pretty
chest?
sure.
Huh? That
I
shit's
don't know.
fucking.
It sounds fucking
That's so bad.
that time to me,
God, fucking
dude. I don't know.
EpiPen.
Yeah,
Shit. What was the other thing we were gonna talk about? Oh,
we had
let's
a
get into the Johnny Depp stuff. I mean, this is probably one of the only trials I've really ever fucking paid attention to. It's because it is one of my most beloved actors, Johnny Depp. Probably like one of my favorite fucking movies, Pirates of the Caribbean. I've always
dude.
like, I don't know, it's like grew up with that shit, and I've always just stuck with the whole series. So when my man's in trouble, I have to pay attention.
Yeah, no. I mean, some serious shit that I've been reading through. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I haven't gotten
Well,
all my information off of
I
fucking Twitter
I was
about
mostly
it.
just gonna go off of fucking what is the craziest part you've heard so far where you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh man, I mean, I've heard she was doing some like just crazy. She just made some reckless ass claims, like and then I saw some videos of her like it kind of seemingly looked like she was like posing for a posing for a picture while she was like wiping tears off her face, and then I saw another video of her like like looking down at her hands, then like putting this tissue up to her
Yeah.
nose, doing, like a quick little fucking snort, like oh yeah, real fucking inconspicuous
I was
lady,
like, all
like
right, do you think cocaine or do you think like now I saw some people too were saying that they think it was like maybe like eucalyptus oil or some shit to like make her cry, to
yeah,
make it look like she had tears. I don't know. I mean, either way, she definitely fucking snorted something right there. Like
yeah.
I mean, I'm no
Nah, nah,
expert, but it seemed like a weird way to blow your fucking nose. It looked like a reverse nose blow to me. But
yeah, I don't just it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. And, dude, like we could fucking see you. Do you know how many cameras are on you? Do you know how fucking worldwide your case is? Like,
yeah, and
ah,
that's I
like
was thinking that too. I'm just like, of all places to try it, I'm like, you're literally like you're under a fucking microscope. Like everything is getting shown. So,
yeah, I don't
which
know.
also I think does play out into like I don't know Johnny's favorite as well. I feel like because now we're seeing like, man, she's full of shit. That's at least what I think. I think she's full of shit. She might not be. I think she's a
Yeah,
terrible person. That's my opinion. You can have your own opinion, but she's a bad
but
person.
your opinion is not valid here.
Whatever, man.
Fuck.
I
Yeah.
don't even seem like
Nah.
I got like a hat or nothing with the thing that's on the screen. It's the only place where my opinion slightly counts.
Yeah, it's not fucking. What's her name? Amber Heard's world, man. Fuck
I
her.
think honestly the craziest part was when I think when I found out she got so mad she shit on his side of the bed. That one
Oh,
to me was just like if that doesn't tell you all you need to know about this person, I don't know what will. I've been mad in my life, but I've never been mad enough to physically shit on somebody's things because I've been so mad at that person where I'm like, you know what? God damn, you really pissed me off. I'm pooping right in your Air Jordans. Like, no, I like that's that's a
nah.
level of fucking crazy that like that's animal level crazy. That's some like fucking like oh I'm like you're like a dog like someone your owner's left you home for the week and you're like fuck these guys I'm shitting everywhere. That's like what kind of crazy she's on. Dog shitting crazy. That's her.
Yeah, at least I know when my fucking dogs are shitting, they literally just can't hold it. I wonder if she like forced herself to shit.
She
Like,
definitely forced herself to shit. You can't.
I
It's
mean,
not like she just like casually came across like oh you know what, I guess I might as well just shit here in the bed. No, she's probably like sat there. She's like you know what fuck. That poop was full of anger. It was nothing. It was a hateful poop. It should never
uh,
exist.
it was one
Never
of the
take
fuck.
poops out of hate, you guys. Only poop when
It
your
was,
heart's in it.
oh yeah, that's what I live by.
She
It's probably one of
definitely
those.
did
Probably one of
not
those.
wipe.
Wet ones. Had to
Even
be
gross.
definitely a wet shit.
That was a wet shit for sure. Especially when you're that angry, she's definitely Hershey squirting it right there. She
Yeah,
didn't wipe.
yeah, dude.
Uh,
Nah, she pissed out her asshole for sure.
yeah, she just rolled back over on her side of the bed and went to sleep.
Yeah. That fucking, yeah,
Uh,
dude. Nah, it's definitely crazy though, because it's like I don't know. Maybe you're just being closed-minded, Zeke.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just was like, I don't know. It's just crazy to see. I mean, and there's a lot of other terrible shit going on. I guess hey man, let's focus on the social and economic values of what's going on. I'm not gonna do some like Jaden Smith shit, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
This case is definitely taking front line on a lot of shit, and
Ah, well, you
I
just fucking brought up Jaden Smith, like how about
oh yeah,
fucking Smith and
I
Chris
guess
Rock?
yeah. That shit. What you did? So I remember like I woke up and I took a nap and I woke up like 2 or 3 hours later and my phone was just blown up, full of all the like Chris Rock got hit by Will Smith. That was like all I saw on my fucking timeline. And to be honest, I thought I was still like just half asleep. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like, what's going on? But yeah, that shit was fucking wild too, man. That was some crazy ass shit. Those are like two of my fucking favorite people, two of my favorite actors, man.
Dude, how many fucking favorite people do you have, right?
I have a lot of favorite people. You're not fucking one of them.
Ah, yeah, fuck off.
But
Uh,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like those two are definitely like a big part of my like childhood growing up. You know, like fucking Fresh Prince and fucking Chris Rock's fucking fucking. Wait, what happened? Oh, sorry. I did the other day. I accidentally confused fucking Chris Rock with Chris Tucker with the fucking what the fuck was it? Rush Hour movies. I was very disappointed in myself, but we learn, we grow.
Nah, dude, you definitely got sold the bootleg movie at the fucking barbershop.
I remember from one of my birthdays, my aunt got me it was a bootleg copy of Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that one, like the live action shit. So I remember she got me that. And I was like watching it, and you can hear and see the dude who was filming it eating popcorn like the whole time throughout it, and you can hear him laughing at like different parts too. So it's just like there's this commentary from whoever fucking bootlegged the CD. It was awesome. One of my
Yeah,
favorites. And at one point, he like accidentally like kicks the tripod, so just like everything's just like fucking shaking around for like a good like minute, and then it just calms back down. But honestly, for being a bootleg, that's not too bad. Now I just get all my bootlegs with Russian subtitles from various websites. I
oh
work
yeah, dude.
around. We
Yeah, the
adapt
kind.
and we overcome.
Yes, the kind where you need a fucking new laptop every year because of all the
Yeah.
fucking foreign viruses you got.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like I used to use those websites all the time, but now I'm like I like open up like just to watch one movie, and you have to hit like fucking 20 different pop-ups before you can actually get to the fucking movie. And as soon as you click the movie, you get like another 5 fucking pop-ups come in there too.
Yeah, dude, I'm not even
Oh
like.
yeah, they fucking camouflage that X button. You're just sitting there like, where the fuck is this thing at? How do I get out of this? Like, don't you just want to subscribe? I'm like, there's
Nah,
horny grandmas in your area looking for you. Like, I just want to watch Shrek 3.
dude, no. Actually, on my way back from fucking Costa Rica, like out of every fucking movie in the entire world and all the current movies that could have been streamed, the fucking person 2 seats to my left, this I don't even know, some girl, like, probably like I don't know, teenager, maybe early 20s. She's fucking literally watching Shrek 3 on her fucking little ass phone. Like I'm like, dude, out of everything you could have chose, like you're like, yeah, for this flight home,
Well,
Shrek 3. I
you know
haven't
what?
I've watched the
That's your
first
loss,
two.
man. You met a woman of class and grace, and you denied her and you judged her by the fact that she enjoys Shrek. I mean, to be honest, Shrek 3 is not my favorite. If she was gonna watch, it should have been like 1 or 2. Shrek
Yeah,
3, they fucked up, but you know what?
yeah,
I still respect the Shrek franchise.
yeah.
You met a golden goose that day. You just let her fly,
Nah, dude,
son of a
fuck
bitch.
that. Fuck that. They should have gave it up. They
Uh,
didn't need a third. What were they doing? On her thinking like that was the move. Like, yeah, Shrek 3. I haven't seen this shit in a while. Let me catch up on this trilogy. Nah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say with the fucking like with the whole like Will Smith and Chris Rock thing, what were you thinking when you saw that? Where are you standing at with that kind of shit? Not that like this is really fucking important shit. Like it's not life changing shit for either one of us, but
I'm not
what's
gonna.
your take on that shit?
I mean, nothing you're talking about tonight is worth shit anyway. So I mean,
That's
just
fair.
nothing's
I'm not winning
relevant.
no Nobel prizes for this conversation. That's for sure.
I think I'm actually losing brain cells the longer this goes on.
I've been losing them since we started. Brought to you by Puffco, the main source of my loss of brain cells.
uh, uh, what if they sued you for your image promoting their shit? You're like, this guy looks like an asshole.
What's
Let's
this
get
Mick
everything.
Foley son of a bitch doing with our product?
Yeah, our product got to the likes of him. We can't have this. Yeah,
Man, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel now. Well, if all else fails, I can do kids' birthday parties as a Mick Foley impersonator. So I got that going for me. That's about it.
yeah, dude. Every 34-year-old WWF fan will be thrilled.
I'm gonna be a fucking hit down south. Not here. This is not the crowd for it, but down south, I'm gonna be a fucking showman.
Oh yeah, where the fucking people are actually setting up their backyard trampolines as like I don't know, just like neighborhood events.
Yeah, I started doing some. I'll do backyard fighting if it really gets that low. I'll jump in a few matches. We'll see. I got a
No,
pretty
but
big head. I could probably take a few hits, but that's about it.
yeah,
All
maybe
right,
if you
Team
rip
Rock. Are you
that
Team Smith or are you Team Rock? Go.
Team Smith or Rock. Uh, honestly, probably probably Rock, but I wouldn't say by like a landslide. Like I
No.
think some people are like, oh yeah, nah, like Will Smith was like completely in the wrong and like fuck that. Cancel him, cancel.
Yeah,
Like
and that I
yeah,
mean,
we could get into cancel culture later, but
yeah,
shit pisses me off. But like, well, to an extent,
but
but
no, that's why
some
I agree. Like I, I don't know. I felt the same way. Yeah, I definitely side more with like Chris Rock on this kind of shit. I think, but I mean, it's yeah, not by a landslide. You know, I just think also just because of the whole cancel culture thing that it's it's shitty to yes, while the joke was not in good taste and no, it really wasn't that fucking funny. Did the man deserve to get hit for it? No. It's his job as a comedian. Sometimes you're gonna say some stupid shit. Sometimes you're gonna say some really fucking funny shit. That's just the fucking name of the game. But like, just because somebody says something that pisses you off, like, this is their job. They're a comedian. They're supposed to fucking like, they're not there to make you fucking like, they're not your therapist. That's not what
yeah,
they're there for. Like, they're there to tell fucking jokes. And like, yes, that joke was not good, but again, I don't really. I think the whole cancel culture shit is it's just fucking dumb. Like just because somebody says one fucking thing, now they become everyone just blacklists them from shit. Like I just don't. I don't know. I don't really understand that. I don't understand like what the fuck that like. It just seems like there's anger without thought.
right, yeah, no. So like, so on both sides, because I don't know, I feel like every situation you have to look at both sides. All right, like yeah, one. If he was talking about her and he was unknowing about her health condition, that's like, you know, it is like, all right, you maybe should have done more research if you are making
Yeah,
jokes. Like these are all written jokes, like, yeah, you should research who you're joking about, but also like, I don't know, dude. Like he also, I'm not sure if he really reacted because he felt like he should or because that look that Jada gave him or whatever. Like,
yeah. See, that was weird to me too. Like, cause I know that everyone was going back and forth on the whole reaction thing. Cause like yeah, and honestly, after like when you do watch the reaction side by side, it's like I don't know. It's definitely weird, and I get why. Like I mean, yeah, they've like unfortunately, yeah, the Smith family's been under fucking microscope for a minute now. You know, with everything else going on with that family, but yeah, I don't like her reaction, his reaction. I was like, I don't know, whatever it is, that's not a fucking healthy reaction, and I don't I don't know. Those two seem like I love Will Smith, and it sucks to see like him have to have that kind of shit happen to him. You know,
yeah,
it's
no,
I
it
don't
is
know,
a lot
man.
more fun because his whole situation with like the now open relationship after it started with like her affair and like yeah, and
Yeah.
if you are gonna react, like maybe do it backstage or something, like just handle your shit yourself
Well,
after.
that's what I
But
was
like,
gonna say. Like, wait, like, yeah, your chances. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, backstage, smack the fuck out of him. Who cares? Like, between
yeah, because
you and him.
I'm
But
also
like,
not sure if Chris Rock wrote that joke or maybe
oh,
writers.
and
It's like hard to tell. Like
well,
you
and that's
don't.
why I was thinking the same thing too. Because I'm like, even though yeah, it's Chris Rock. I know he like, but still, like, everybody has fucking writers. So like, honestly, yeah, that could have just been a stupid fucking softball joke that one writer threw in there, and just happened to he picked that one off the fucking screen. You know, but
Yeah. It's
yeah,
like
I
I
don't know.
do, like defend. That's why I'm like, all right, if you do feel like you really got, if it was like really outlandish or whatever, like say he did know about her condition and still thought it was like in the boundaries of joking, like, and all right, like yeah, defending your wife and whatnot. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know, just on circumstances. I don't know, but the cancel culture it shouldn't affect them like that. Like I could understand for people like Bill Cosby,
yeah.
shit like that. That's why I'm like, all right, I could understand if it's justified to an extreme extent, but
Well,
like
and that's
that,
I totally agree with that too. I'm like, that's like, yeah, I mean, like from what fucking Bill's doing to compared to like slapping somebody, I'm like, I,
yeah,
it's a like, I'm going with the fucking guy who's slapping the entire time. Like, you
yeah,
fucking like, and I loved Bill Cosby too until fucking Mr. Rapey came out, and then now we're fucking like, yeah, you can't. It's yeah, I don't know.
nah,
That
dude.
definitely makes sense to cancel that shit. But I mean, you pissed that man off. You talked about his wife, and he's already
Yeah,
going through a lot of shit anyway. So like,
oh, dude.
I mean, we're all human, man. I totally get it. Like now, again, it's definitely not the right fucking thing to do. But like, also, do I understand where he's coming from? Absolutely, I get it. I mean, like the human, like as a human, you can only fucking take so much, man. You know, and
Yeah,
people are bound to snap at some point. Unfortunately, he just did it when there's fucking 16 cameras pointed at him.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, and I also did hear that, there was an award ceremony a few years back where Chris Rock made a joke about Jada at that event too, where I
Oh, I
mean
didn't.
neither of them were there,
Oh
but
shit, I didn't even hear
so I don't
about
know if it was
that.
pent up shit too that added on, but I don't know, it just wasn't. It's just a little much going on
Nah,
there.
that was. I think it was the straw that fucking broke the camel's back, man. That was it. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
yeah, it just happened at that fucking time, which sucks. But yeah, I don't know. But fuck, what was the other thing? So, did you see the fucking you see Dave Chappelle getting fucking tackled on stage? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, no, I did
I'm,
read about that shit, and
I'm
it's
gonna pull
like,
that guy's fucking picture up real quick.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh, dude,
that's
they spaghetti noodled his arm. That dude's arm was at like a fucking like going 90 degrees the opposite way.
you're saying like he looked like one of those fucking Family Guy characters when they fall down the stairs. His fucking arm literally. Uh, like I don't know. At what point is like, how long should we beat the shit out of this guy? So it's like, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's that fucking dude right there. Look at
He actually he actually got to tackle Dave Chappelle, or
yeah. So let me let's see if I can play.
I
Okay.
didn't see any videos. I only saw the pic of that guy. Like,
Oh, you only okay? Here.
yeah, I didn't
TMZ's
actually.
probably gonna fucking copyright us, but fuck them. I think so. The dude had a knife on him too.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he had a fucking knife. Well, here. Yeah. Guess I could have.
dude,
Yeah, I know.
dude,
My bad, Chris.
really sucks. I think I saw it was like, oh yeah, like I don't know if it's like the security team or whatever. Like they also handled that Travis Scott show.
Oh, is it the
God
same
damn,
security team?
yeah, some shit like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
those
One of
guys are
the
fucking done now. That's you don't get a
like,
third fucking shot. That's
it was some sort of team. I don't know if it was security or some other shit, but like uh they also did the Travis Scott shit. But like, god damn, he literally speared him like fucking Edge.
yeah, that was like definitely some fucking WWE type moves. Look at it. Look. He
God
didn't even
damn,
take
somebody.
him down though. Oh wait, yeah, he did. Never mind, he got him
Yeah,
down.
he grabbed his ankle after though.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what he grabbed the ankle and fucking took him down from there. But that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, people
So
are
that
fucking
one,
wild.
like, so I don't even really know like too much about like who the fucking guy was really. But let me see.
I don't even know. It's
That's
like,
what I was trying to figure out. Like, who the fuck this guy? I don't really understand like the motive behind. Like, was he trying to?
yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, and then they fucking handcuffed his broken ass arm to the.
Look at his fucking arm, man. Oh my god. Yeah, the arm is fucking useless.
I mean, it
Don't
kind
you?
of makes sense though. Like he literally, like he can't struggle now because if he tries to move that fucking arm,
I was gonna say he's gonna be fucking
he's
in way too much
gonna
pain
fucking
anyway if he tries to
fall off.
jangle that thing around. That's just like
Yeah,
Oh my god. Yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
he looks
it's a hell
fucking.
of a picture though, to be honest. Like, yeah. This is what happens when you try to fucking do like you play stupid fucking games. These are the kind of
Yeah.
stupid prizes you win. You get a noodle arm and a fat eye.
You
It
can't even
looks like
fucking
it looks
see
like
his
his
eye.
nose is broken too. See how
Yes,
fat that?
right.
Look at that! Look, that's swollen as shit.
Got a swollen ass
He's got
face.
blood. He definitely. You guys can see a little
Looks like
blood
a
coming out of there.
fucking a
Broke his
honey
nose.
bus.
Broke his arm. And the worst part of it all, he definitely broke that fucking man's spirit.
Yeah, dude. He's like last, last time he. I wonder what fucking. I don't know what kind of charges he gets for some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't even know. I want to see.
You
What
can break his bank too. Fuck that.
the hell is his name? Isaiah.
But either way, the like, bro, security team is done. Like, fire everybody on that fucking team, dude.
I mean, he's just pleading not. It looks like he's pleading not guilty to something. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that I'll be surprised. I think it'll probably like really be up
Not
to like.
guilty. What the fuck? Not. We only have a few videos of you fucking spearing Dave Chappelle.
And I mean, that's his problem too. Again, like you did it you did it at a fucking recorded show, you dumbass. Like, what do you think was gonna happen? But also, like, I mean, I think it would probably really come down to like if Dave Chappelle like presses charges on that kind of shit too, you know, since he was the one that was like attacked. But I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know. They got all those fucking videos out there now. That man fucked up.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think might get off like if depending on like his mental health. I think sometimes that
Oh
plays a
yeah.
factor. Like if he's uh, categorized as being like some type of actually mentally unstable, then I don't know. It's like
Well,
that is some freaking wild ass shit to just get the balls to just do, you know? Like
I was thinking the same thing too, because I
I
was
mean,
like,
just fucking
I mean, really, like, you got to be fucking crazy to do some shit like that. And like, I
yeah,
like, I couldn't imagine, you know, like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just spear him on stage in front of this entire audience. Yeah.
yeah, no, that
Also,
dude.
like a dude that has
No.
an entire fucking security team as well. I was looking for my beer. I set it down somewhere, but I don't recall where I sat it down. No, I got the one in my hand.
Dude, the one in your hand.
I
I was like, it's,
don't know where I put it. Oh,
like
it was hiding in this bush over here. Nice.
ah, it's like, dude, there's only a hand, like an arm's reach away that it could be, you know, like
Yeah, I know. Got fucking natural camouflage on this desktop over here. Shit. Well, I was gonna say too. Man,
what
I
about
used to do like, well, yeah, we've been fucking we make some like art and shit together. We do some drawings and stuff, and now we're kind of are sparking that up a little bit more with Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever really talked about that on here. I have a separate page called "Bring Us the Fungus," and it's like where I put all like my mushroom art and make little mushroom people out of shit. You can find it also like on my page too from here, just from at Zeke Kitchen as well. What's up?
yeah,
Oh, you pull it. Oh yeah. What am I doing? We have the technology to show you guys what this is.
it's like a dope little page that I actually kind of fucking enjoy, like thinking about little fucking puns that I can throw in there to like actually have you draw up some ideas, like I actually kind of like doing that now.
I was gonna say
I'm
yeah.
your
I think
I'm like your ghostwriter for fucking ideas.
this is bring us the fungus. So yeah, now yeah, Matt has been giving me some ideas to start yeah, like just for different collages and shit. But yeah, this is the one we just did. He sent me a few more. I don't know if I can actually open this, but this post right here is the one we did together. But yeah, I don't know. We used to like just kind of collaborate together and do artsy shit. So it's kind of fun that we
Yeah,
get to kind of come back and do some more of that again. And
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
shit.
Like
Remember that?
I was always some of my I always like just really enjoyed doing shit like that when we were back at Kutztown. Like we would just get fucking ripped and then come back to the
Oh
dorms and just like
yeah, we just get
yeah,
You remember?
collab
Oh,
on.
what was that fucking? I remember, do you still have that picture we all drew? Remember that snow day we had, and we all took some fun stuff together, and then we we did that fucking one group drawing. I don't remember what the fuck we ever did with it,
Yeah.
but
Dude, I got you right here. I fucking actually loved it so much that I like.
yeah, dude, I remember this.
Let me see.
Yeah, good shit.
Oh man. Dude, it was like how much shit can we cram in here?
We did this completely sober, you guys.
Kind of like, dude, I don't know how mirroring works. I don't know what fucking direction I'm dragging this picture across the screen, but
Damn, I remember the fucking drawing. Man, that shit was crazy as fuck. Oh yeah,
dude, so
we should scan that sometime.
yeah, I mean, I sold a few prints of it too. Like,
Oh hell yeah,
that was back when I only fucking probably had like 100 followers on Instagram too.
dude, that was a fun piece to fucking do, man. That shit was, yeah, I just fun making shit like that, especially when we're just like we had nothing else to fucking do. It's either that or we just fucking took a nap. So that's what we fucking
Yeah.
did. We made the most
Yeah,
out of that snow day. I remember
we
though,
actually,
I remember walking in that fucking dining hall. Oh my god, people look so fucking weird, man. I feel like I was like walking
yeah,
through like it felt like that fucking I feel like I was like walking to like a scene of Star Wars. Like everyone just around me just looked so fucking goofy. Or like
yeah,
the
I
lady
thought
who's like,
everybody was pretty fucking ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I've never seen arms reach the floor before
I just remember
until
like
that
looking
moment.
around, like everybody that I knew that we were like all our friends that we went there with, like everyone there seemed like looked normal. And then as I'm like looking around to everybody else, I'm like everybody else looks like fucking just like shape shifting blobs. Like I remember like looking at, oh fuck, it was that lady who was fuck, she worked at like the front desk, but I just remember seeing her. And it was like her face just kept fucking just shifting all around, and I was like, just freaking me the fuck out. And that was the last time I took fun stuff and went to the fucking dining hall. It's
Yeah,
not the
dude.
place to
I
take
didn't
fun
even make
stuff.
it in. Do you remember? Like, I made it in, and then you're like, dude, you look like, dude, you look like you're freaking out right now. Like, because I was just wide eyed the whole time, just like, dude, everybody here looks fucking ridiculous. Like,
Well, I
looks
was
like a
like,
real freak show in here. Because there's people's eyes popping out of their head, arms reaching the floor, people melting in front of me.
that's what I was like, dude. Like everybody was walking around, just looked like fucking noodle people. Everyone's just like so flowy and free. I'm like, this is so fucking weird right now. I was like, if I'm freaking out, I know this fucking guy's probably losing his tits right now because I'm like, this shit is just not it just does not feel fucking natural, man. It
Nah,
was
nah,
like,
not
yeah, it was
further
just
from
like some like weird like psychedelic watering hole for people. It was just not the place to be. But
yeah, and then we did it again at fucking Made in America of all places. And then we fucking dude, I remember I separated from the group because I was like, I feel like I gotta draw something
dude,
right now. And I fucking go to find the nearest tree to like connect with nature. We're in Center City, Philadelphia. I probably find the only fucking tree in like a 2 mile radius. And I just sit and just start drawing some shit that was like terrible, not even worth showing.
dude,
Like,
I,
and then I'm trying to call you on the phone and can't even fucking can barely understand you. And somehow I honestly, I don't know, by the
well,
grace of God, we somehow reconnected like a couple
I
minutes
think
later. But
I remember at like one point you and Ayana was there too at this one. I think right. I say
yeah,
you. I think you and Ayana like sat down in the middle of the concert, and there's like we're fucking like shoulder to shoulder with people in this fucking like little place. I think it was some EDM dude. Was it? I think it was Bass Nectar, wasn't it? We're sitting there because I remember we took that shit and I was like, what the fuck is Bass Nectar? I've never heard of fucking Bass Nectar before. And like,
yeah,
oh my god, when that shit hit in and then the music hit in, like I felt like what it was like to chew five gum, like what those commercials are like. Like, oh my god, I felt
yeah.
everything from like
I'm not.
like the tip of my fucking arm hairs. I was like, holy shit, this is I'm vibrating right now. This shit's insane.
Like, dude, I've never felt my hair actually stand up until that moment. But I have heard that Bass Nectar got into some shit and he's not favored right now.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah, like think like sexually assaulting women or something.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah,
Shit.
like he got some crazy shit apparently. I don't know, and I
I was
only know
seeing
this
like,
because I have an EDM head friend who, like, she let me know, and I was like, God damn! But like, dude, his concert, I'll never forget that experience. Like,
oh,
literally, like
it's
I'm
literally like fucking electrifying. It's insane. I was like, you
yeah,
could feel the energy in the air, but yeah, that was just like that was intense as hell. I was like, definitely changed my perspective on like EDM shit. Cause I was like, I don't know, like I
that's what I
never
mean.
like had anything against it, but I was like, all right, like this is actually a pretty interesting fucking show. Cause I'm like, you literally just like feel the music. It was weird. Like I don't know, you
Yeah,
actually fucking felt every like note and drop and shit. That
yeah, dude, every fucking bass
I mean, it might
bass
have
hit.
been the drugs definitely played a gigantic part in that, but besides that, it was pretty intense.
Yeah, dude. Before the show starts, I'm sitting on the ground,
Yeah.
and I look to my right. This girl's like, she's rolling, and then we just start having this conversation, passing back this lollipop, and just casually talking like, oh, like you're rolling, dope. You're tripping, dope. Like, I've never, yeah, just shooting the shit with this
Yeah.
random ass, but it was just a good vibe, like
Well,
just great.
and that's why I think like honestly, that's why like festivals are meant for that kind of shit, man. And that's why it's just nice because everyone there is doing the same thing. Everyone's kind of like on the same frequency with that. So it's like it's of all places to do it, that's the fucking place to do it. And especially with those little fucking funny pieces of paper, that's specifically what it's designed for is music festivals because it's the perfect festival drug. Last all day, you have a fantastic time. To be honest, I'm like, that's the only time I really like indulging in that is when I'm at a festival like that because it's like it just lines up perfectly between the music, the atmosphere, the people. It fits well, just like a
Yeah,
fucking glove.
no, not endorsing any kind of substance here.
Don't do
I
it
don't.
unless you're at a music festival, kids.
But just in my own experience, like that was actually one of the wildest stories that I could share with anybody because it was like, dude, like, and then do you remember getting on the train and there was this bloody guy who
Oh my
couldn't find
god.
his way home? Like, dude, I don't need to be seeing this
Well,
at midnight.
but see, this is like,
Really,
make,
like,
dude, like that's like this is my only down. Like, Made in America gets these fucking crazy awesome lineups for artists, and it's like, how could you not go? But the only downside to Made in America, it's not like they call it a festival, but really, in my mind, a festival is like something like Bonnaroo or Fire, like someplace where you go and like you camp out, and you go to the like they go to the fairgrounds. But the fucked up part about Made in America is it's in the heart of Philly, and if you're not familiar with Philly, you don't really want to be walking around through Philly, even sober, and especially on a fucking head full of drugs in the middle of the night. It's just not. They don't go together. It doesn't
no,
mix. It's
no,
just. It's like trying to mix fucking Bailey's and a Bud Light. It's terrible. You don't want to fucking do it. But yeah. So we fucking like that's my only downside with Made in America because it's just after you get done, you have a great day. You just watch all these awesome performers. Now you got to trek through the city, tripping your tits off, and it's not a city you really want to like trek through. It's just really not. It
yeah,
ain't the one.
it was uh, it was something to navigate, and we luckily we had one person who was able to fucking actually get us out of that
Yeah.
situation back home. Where actually we did lose them for like, I don't even know. We couldn't find the person who was supposed to lead us back home for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. And we're just
Felt like a
fucking
long ass time.
totally, like, I'm I don't know. I'm tripping nuts. Like, I don't know my left from my right. Like,
Me either.
and we needed this person to guide us, and then took us this long ass time to fucking find them, and then uh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta really know what you're doing, who you're with, where
Yeah.
you're going. Like, you have to have this shit planned out. Like,
And that's what I was
it's
gonna
not
say
some
is yeah, especially going there, you want to go with somebody who lives in Philly who knows how to fucking get around. Absolutely. And on top of that, yeah, you definitely want to be careful like when you're doing these kind of things anyway. the people you're with will make a world of difference in your experience. I mean, that's just like anything, but like truly, yeah, when you're trying to fucking whatever kind of psychedelics, or even if you want to fucking whatever other fun drugs like Molly and shit, I'm not endorsing them. I'm not saying go do these things. Don't do them unless
Don't
you
do
want
them. You'll
to.
have a great time.
Use your own fucking, make your own fucking opinion on that. Make your own choice. But if you do choose to do these things, make sure you also choose who you do them with and be selective with it, because yeah, that's going to determine whether you're going to have fun or you're going to have one of the shittiest nights of your life. Really, it really makes a big fucking difference, because I've seen some people do that and they like, especially people with like yeah, taking those little funny pieces of paper, those fucking, you're with the wrong group. Unfortunately, you're with that wrong group for like 12 fucking hours, and you better
Yeah.
buckle in. And yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to be with somebody you don't like for 12 hours. Trust me. It, especially when you're doing that, that 12 hours feels like 2 years. It's the longest fucking 12 hours of your life.
Yeah, dude. I've been on this fucking show with you for like 1 hour, and like
Yeah,
I'm just
this
yeah.
is
This is probably the
terrible.
worst thing I'll do all year. Like yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. So not just any substances. Like don't recommend anything, but if you're gonna do it, just be safe about it. Be smart about it. Do your research,
Yeah.
because I mean, once you're in it, there's no going back. Like
Well, and that's the other
uh,
thing too. Once you do it, just fucking accept it and be like, here, just stick to weed, kids. It's a lot safer. You don't see nothing funny. You'll think your cartoons are a lot funnier than they normally are, but yeah, this is the safest route. Don't even drink the beer. Stay away from the beer.
yeah, and but I don't know. Just really, I gotta avoid overdoing and shit like that. Like that's why you can't hang around some fucking dickheads who are like, oh no, like nah, it's fine. I've done this a handful of times. Like, dude, you can't even do these things like too close uh in timeline wise, because then you're just gonna fucking fry your brain. Like,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
that's
have
what.
you ever you've seen the Steve-O documentary? Like, dude,
Yeah.
this guy's fucking getting loaded on whippets like every day, just piles of fucking canisters. Like,
Bro, I
bro, it's
remember.
fucking
Do you remember
so
that?
terrible.
I'm not gonna say his name. He probably doesn't fucking watch this shit anyway. But still, I only remember that fucking one dude from Kutztown. He used to get us our wax like freshman year. You remember him?
Yeah, yeah,
I say
yeah.
I remember. So like he, I don't know, he went down like a real weird fucking path for a while. I haven't like talked to him. I mean, I haven't talked to him in years now, but because he was in my major, so like I had some classes with him. Remember, like I did like a fucking project with him, like a dumbass. I'm like, it's basically one of those like, it's a partner project, but one person's gonna only fucking doing anything because the other partner's like barely fucking coherent. Like he was just like, I think he got into pills or something, but then he had this like, for a while he was like really into whippets, and like I remember I walked up to go pick up wax from him, and I walk into his room, and I'm not fucking kidding. There's like grocery bags scattered through the room, fucking overflowing with just empty fucking whippet canisters. Like
Right.
there's a sea of whippets on the floor. It was insane. Like walking out, I'm like, cause I was like, wow, I was like, what are you like selling these now? He's like, oh, we did those ones. I'm like that's a lot. Like I don't think I've like this is. I don't think I've ever even done like a full grocery bag of whippets from all the whippets I've ever tried in my entire life. That's insane. Like, so you ever done a whippet? You fucking you feel stupid as shit. It's just like 7 seconds of like wah 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 wah, and then I just am like, yeah, I just feel dumb. I feel like way dumber than when I started this fucking journey.
Yeah,
And this kid fucking like, I yeah, I don't like he huffed 3 times his own body weight in fucking whippets. It was crazy. But then also like probably it took him like for a month after that, he like anytime you talked to him, it was like he was like slow. Like he just was like you would say something to him and then like 30 seconds would pass before you get an answer. Like you'd have to sit there like for like simple shit and be like, "Hey, did you do the homework?" Yeah, man, I got the homework done. I'm like, did I just like fucking like did someone just like pause life for a second? I'm like, I'm very fucking confused. Like,
That Adam Sandler movie, just
yeah,
fucking.
fucking click. That's I don't know. It just was I don't know.
Yeah, no, he like, and I think he actually fell even deeper in the hole, and then got into some even more unfortunate shit.
I feel like everyone
What I
that's
heard,
like
pretty
I
sure, but
feel like
it
East
is just
Coast. What's that?
yeah, no, it's just like that's the thing with those kind of stuff too. Like, there's like festival shit, and then when you get into like pills and shit like that, it
Yeah,
leads you down like a real shitty path. Like,
yeah,
that's why it's like I'm glad that I have like awareness of like what shit does to people, because I don't ever feel any kind of like I'm never drawn to anything to want to do it or crave it like ever. So it's like knowing how it affects people and just being able to sit back and see how other people go down these paths. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, dude, fucking sucks. Because dude, I can't even count on probably two hands the amount of like people freshman year who dropped out because like they'd
Oh,
rather
shit!
fucking
I was
get.
gonna say it. I mean, yeah, just fucking right down the hall from us. All that like that whole fucking half that suite was gone by the end of the first semester. Man, these guys were dropping like fucking flies, and I was like, I just feel like it was different because I'm like, I feel like I got. Man, we still partied a lot in college, but like, I the like thrill and excitement of partying was kind of like I got that in during high school, like sneaking out, going out, getting just fucking stupid drunk, just doing stupid things and stuff. So that by the time I got to college, I was like, I kind of already knew my limits with shit. So I never like, I don't know, I was never one of the first week like ambulance pickups because honestly, the first 2 weeks of school, you'll never see more ambulances driving up and down fucking Main Street just picking up. Because everyone has got like fucking they're like, oh my gosh, I have freedom. I don't live with my parents. I'm like, yes, but you still can't drink every drop of alcohol you see. That's just not how
Nah,
it fucking works. But
nah.
some people unfortunately learn that shit the hard way. And I just learned
Yeah,
it in high school my own fucking way.
when
Oh
they
man.
fucking wake up getting their stomach pumped.
What I was gonna say,
God,
once you have like I remember like I've only blacked out twice in my entire life. And one of them, the first time actually, yeah, no, yeah, the first time was in high school and since then, I was like, yeah, I know my limit. And then the second time it happened was I mistakenly, well, not mistakenly, I drank 2 Gold Four Locos in like about 40 minutes. And I remember walking into this was in Philly too. So I remember like walking into like this house party
that'll be
and I thought we were there for like 5 fucking minutes because I thought we like walked in, walked out, and we were there for like 3 or 4 hours, and I don't remember any of it. I was like, they said I was downstairs dancing, and like I just remember walking in, I remember walking out, and then I puked through my nose. That was about it. But yeah, honestly, those are the only 2 times I've ever like. Now I don't touch Four Locos, and if I smell anything like raspberry vodka, I will fucking puke. That shit's disgusting. That was my first. That was freshman year. Not fresh. It was freshman year in high school. I fucking drank a whole fifth at this party, and then I woke up in my bed, butt naked, and yeah, that was a weird experience for me. I learned a lot. I didn't drink for a while after that. So
yeah,
started
dude.
introduce.
Are we
Yeah, that
getting
shit
into
was.
trauma now, dude? Like,
I was a little traumatized after I fucking woke up. Luckily, I was like, yeah. Basically I just fucking I got too drunk. I drank that fifth in like the first hour or two we were at this party, and then I guess they took me home. I puked down the side of somebody's car. I puked all over myself. So that's why I was naked. They stripped me and put me in my shower. And then they said I fell asleep and puked on myself in the shower. So then
oh,
they just put me in my bed after that. But yeah, alcohol's a fucked up. Alcohol, you know the thing is, you know what happens when I smoke too much weed? I eat my entire cupboard and then I fall asleep for 12 hours. You know what happens when I drink too much alcohol? I die. I die slightly inside, and I do things I don't remember. I danced. I danced for 3 fucking hours. I don't recall a single second. I can only imagine. I don't have much of a dance background, so it's probably some of the whitest shit you've ever seen in your life.
sad background. I've seen moments. It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm Vince Vaughn at best. That's it.
I almost stopped hanging out with you after I, witnessed.
Fly high, little dove.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
dude, I was
fucking
gonna say, I,
little dance move, dude. I'll never forget it.
dude, I was gonna say, I was so happy when I fucking found this thing. So basically, if you guys don't know what a Puffco is, it's an electronic dab rig. So there's no, like when I first started taking dabs and shit, you had to carry around like a fucking crackhead torch and like you look like you're like you have like a makeshift like let's make meth on the go bag with you. It's just fucking weird. Like it's just like when you ask somebody if they want to smoke and you pull that out, like immediately it's a turn off to anybody because you're just like hey, I wanted to smoke weed. I'm not trying to ruin my life, so it looks fucked up. But I was so glad I found this fucking thing because I remember, well, Matt and we've been roommates now. What like freshman year? Was it? We weren't roommates sophomore year, were we? Or were we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
freshman.
sophomore year in Dixon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say we had I decided I think I came back from class one day early and I was like, hey, who wants to smoke some dabs? And I think I might have probably been the only one who was down with it, so I still pulled it out anyway. And one of our friends, he had this it was like it's a dab torch, but instead of like, like it's not like one full piece, it's just like the top. It's like it looks like a little trigger. So basically you can put this little top onto any like can of butane or whatever to then like use it as a torch. So, but the problem is you need to make sure that shit is suction cupped on there fucking completely, which in my excitement to take a dab because I was out of class early, I disregarded. I thought I fucking had everything locked up. But I turned it on, I get the fire going, and I go to turn the flame up. And as I go to turn the flame up, I knocked it off kilter because it wasn't fully locked in, and it just turned into a fucking flame like ball in my hand. So I'm just like holding this fucking thing, and I think I dropped it, and then the
Bro,
gas from it like made it spin, and it fucking rolled onto Matt's carpet. So this thing's fucking smoking up, and I think I grabbed Gatorades or Powerades, where the fuck was next to us. I started dumping it on it, but let me just tell you guys, if it's a gas fire, it does not matter how many liquids you put on it, it will not go out. It doesn't matter. Gas doesn't fucking care about liquid. So luckily, I think we had fucking Scott came out of there. Scott bursted out of our fucking room just like some sort of like fucking Viking hero. He just had to just rip the blanket off the bed and fucking padded
you're
that shit
forgetting the
out.
key details that the fucking convenience is that he literally was a fucking
Oh,
junior firefighter or some shit like
oh
that.
yeah, you're
Like
right. That's what I was gonna say.
volunteer
Yeah.
firefighter. He's like, so what are they? Honestly, out of any moment, any person to fuck up around, like, and fuck up in that way,
Oh yeah,
that was the person to fucking be around because it's like,
for
all
real.
right, if there's anybody who's qualified to handle this rolling flame on my carpet, that is probably like real close to setting off the fire alarm and getting us expelled.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I think Chase
Easy.
jumped up out of bed with a fucking plastic bag and like threw it. Like he was smart as fuck because he jumped up and threw that plastic bag over the fucking detector before it like set it off. And then, yeah, honestly, man, I'm so like I've never been so happy to see Scott in my fucking life. I was like, thank God we got fucking Mr. Fireman over here because I'm like, I probably would have been arrested for like fucking terroristic threats to Kutztown University for that shit if it blew up. And I probably would have lost my fucking hands too.
Uh, yeah, dude.
Dude, I just remember
Sacrifice
like
my
after
fucking
that.
Powerades. You sacrificed my Powerades for your fuck up, dude. You know how much those shits cost on a college fucking low budget fund? Like,
The best part is we did this. So the freshman year, what we had like 8 people living in that fucking dorm, and then the next year we had like another dorm where it was so you shared like one like mud room and like bathroom and shit, and then you have yeah, just like 2 separate rooms. But so I did this in Matt's room. I burnt his fucking carpet, and I think I might have burnt his comforter too. I don't
yeah,
remember.
definitely. I think it was Chase's carpet. My fucking um my
Yeah.
comforter. So you fucked up two people's items in a room that you had honestly no fucking business going in. Uh,
I was panicking, man. That's why I was just like, I saw fire, and in my head, I'm like, liquid, get whatever you can to dump on this. So I just started
yeah,
fucking. I was pissing Powerade everywhere. I
dude,
had to try to get that shit down, but
bro, when it turned into that fireball, you like kind of juggled it in your hands for like a couple seconds before you fucking like threw it on the floor. That
yeah,
shit was actually, dude, that's fucking mind blowing. Actually, watching that
I,
shit happen it was like happening in slow motion for me, and then
oh,
I
me
try to
too,
run
me
out the
too.
fire extinguisher.
It was the
Fire
longest
extinguishers
15
are
seconds
only
I've
in the
ever
fucking
experienced.
hallway. Yeah, dude. Like that's the thing. Like time kind of just fucking froze for a second. I was like, what the
Whew.
fuck just happened? Like,
I had class right after that too. I was still in shock. I remember going to class because I'm just like still fucking freaked out. I'm like, I almost just killed myself and my friends to take a fucking dab. I'm like, I got to do some reevaluating. I'm like, that's like, I didn't fuck with wax for a long time after that because that was just like, I was fucking scarred, man. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, I almost fucking killed people over a fucking dab. Or at the very least, I almost became a fucking terrorist over a dab, which would have been, I can't even fucking imagine. But yeah, that shit was fucking scary, man. That was
yeah,
I remember sitting in class though. I kept smelling fucking like Fritos, and I was like, "What is that smell?" And I looked down. I burnt all the hair off my hands and my arms. I was completely
yeah,
fucking bald. I literally had not a single fucking hair. Like it was all just crisped off, and that's why I smelled like fucking. The only reason why I know that smell is because fucking remember Chase used to walk around.
yeah.
He used to burn his like nipple and
That
chest hair with a fucking Bic lighter. He's like, "Oh, it gets better than shaving." I'm like, "It's fucking gross." But yeah, I just recognized that smell, and I was like, "Damn, I fucking."
I think Scott's actually the one who fucking told him that too. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, if you burn your hairs off, it'll stay off longer."
It's
He
like
was like,
caveman waxing.
yeah. Yeah, it's like so now for like the first fucking like month of freshman year, like this now he's just fucking burning his body hairs off because of some fucking stupid ass advice that Scott's lanky ass gave him. And it's like, dude, and then Scott's the fucking roommate who freshman year he was bleaching the bathroom
But
every
no,
weekend.
he didn't know how to like. He wouldn't dilute the bleach. He literally would just use a full fucking concentrated gallon of bleach. Like I remember we had to open up all the windows and doors because it was like you walked in there, it was just like you felt like you were in like some fucking chemical warfare. Like you couldn't fucking breathe. I'm like, I feel like my lungs are bleeding. Shit was
Yeah,
fucking insane. I mean, at least it was clean, but yeah, he bleached the fuck out of things, man. He loved bleach. I don't know why.
yeah, a little too much.
Too much. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like you can mix it with water and it's still just as like effective. Like you don't need like a full gallon of the concert. Like that shit's like fucking syrup, man. Like this shit's oh my god.
yeah, no, he
Smelled
had
like a
a
fucking pool in there.
dude. He was like super fucking
I think my favorite was like when I was
particular about that bathroom, bro. Like, bro, get like it's gonna be okay. Like, we'll be able to shit in peace. Like, without it fucking burning our nose hairs off. Like,
he used to always take dumbass stuff from like the fucking dining hall too. Like he'd take like salt like we had like 8 salt and pepper shakers. I remember he took like a few like well the one thing I did I think was smart. He took like I think what like 2 rolls of that fucking industrial like size thing of toilet paper. I mean, we never fucking that was all we I think we had toilet paper for that whole fucking year because of him. We had 2 fat ass fucking rolls.
yeah,
I don't
dude.
even know how he just like snuck back with it. He just had one in his fucking backpack. I was like, this thing's big. It looks like a wheel of cheese. Like it's gigantic. Like
Yeah, dude. Just random as hell, but we'll
and then you'd like
fucking.
steal fucking like weird bowls and forks and stuff from the fucking dining hall. I'm like, we don't even need it. Like you're just stealing stuff for fun. I'm like, this we don't even.
Scott, we can go down there for free. Like,
Yeah, it's
it's
there for us to use. It's in the tuition. That's what I paid for. I'm like, I don't think it works like that, but
no. Like, dude, now you got all these fucking utensils with like nothing to eat. What do you like? It's fucking counterproductive. Like,
dude,
sti-
my fucking favorite time was when we were like walking, like, well, I've done it like a couple times walking in on him, and he like was one like he would get so fucked up. He would just be like, he would literally like he would have one leg on the floor, one leg on the bed, one arm on the floor, one arm on the bed, and just be sleeping like out like a fucking light, just like sprawled out, sleeping like that on his like the side of his fucking bed. But he'd always like, I think like 2 or 3 different times, I caught him. He always like he would buy those like Costco boxes of Oreos, so like he have like the big ass fucking sleeves in them, and he would fall asleep with like a sleeve of Oreos in his fucking hand, like all the time. Like I just remember like coming in and fucking seeing him half asleep, and like I mean that kid like he could eat a whole sleeve of Oreos in like one sitting, like no problem. Just like
no.
you give that kid a few hits of your joint, he's gonna eat that entire sleeve of Oreos clean.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, he's giving Joey Chestnut a run for his money.
Oh, dude, I remember that fucking kid, man. Joey Chestnut. Man. He was
Oh
he's
wait,
like a mythical creature. Like I don't know what the
no,
fuck's up with him.
wait, no, I meant who's the fucking world record like hot dog eater? Isn't it something Chestnut?
I think it is Joey Chestnut. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was talking about the what was
Yeah,
that?
no.
What was his real name? Like our fucking Joey Chestnut, not the fucking food
I don't
champion.
even know. I've never known him as anything besides
I
Joey
only ever
Chestnut.
call him fucking Joey too. I was like, I don't
Fuck,
know.
what was it?
Oh shit!
I
I
don't
remember
know.
the last time I saw him, we were all there was like I don't know if you're in the room or not, but there was like 6 or 7 of us. We are all like smoking in. You remember Big
Yeah,
Sean's room?
yeah,
Like tall ass Sean. That dude was like
yeah,
fucking 8 feet tall. He was a gigantic fucking person.
yeah,
Nicest fucking guy ever. He was fucking giant. We were smoking in his room, and like in our dorm rooms, the the fire alarms are all hardwired. So if you take it out, it sends a signal to the front to say like basically like yeah, someone like disabled the like fire alarm. So like
right.
someone instead of just covering it up, took the whole fucking alarm out. And I remember we started smoking. Somebody made like a time bomb. So it's like we just lit the blunt part of like the time bomb. We're passing it around, and all of a sudden you just hear like 3 heavy fucking knocks at the front door. Just I'm like, and there's like nobody there. Like we didn't fucking knock on anybody's door. You just walk in. Nobody knocks. You know, like you just like walk into places to smoke and hang out. Like so, yeah. I was like, oh shit. And I remember that, and the fucking campus security came in. Oh, that was one hell of a fucking night. They came in, because so like we weren't even drinking, but like they had 2 empty beer cans in the room. I had to take drug and alcohol classes because we were in there. I was like, I wasn't drinking. They're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, there's literally 2 fucking beers for 8 people. Like, what the like? That's like, I'm not. Even if we're actually drinking, I'm like, I don't know. It just seems fucking stupid. But yeah, I remember that night was scary as shit. And they came in, and we had like we had like the really mean lady too. She was fucking there. And she came in and was like just looking at everybody. She took my ID from me. She was like, "Huh, Ezekiel, huh? You look pretty messed up, Ezekiel." And I'm like,
Yeah, I am, lady.
I was like, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty high right now, but yeah, like I'm chilling. She's like, "Do you have any drugs on you right now?" And I was like, I had a fucking eighth in my pocket, so I'm like, shit my pants. I'm like, nope. She's like, are you sure you don't have anything on you right now? I'm like, no. I was like, what you took is, and we already consumed the rest. And she was like, just staring at me, and I'm just like, fucking like, I'm about to like piss myself at this point. And she's like, all right, everybody get up and get out of here. I have all your information. You'll be getting an email from the university, like, I guess like within the week. And I was like, oh, thank God. So I fucking ran back to my fucking room. I chucked my weed in my boots under my bed. And yeah, that was fucking terrifying though, because I was like, I thought this lady's about to fucking shake me down, man. I was so scared.
Yeah, no. And I think good thing though, like I'm pretty sure Joey Chestnut at that time, like I think he took the rap for like a lot of it because it was like his room. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
well, and that's why he got, yeah, he got in trouble for like fucking, yeah, they were just so like, he was actually like super nice with them. I mean, granted, I know like what we did wasn't fucking right, but I mean, like, he wasn't like being a dick with them, and they shafted the fuck out of him for no reason at all. I'm like,
Man.
I mean, I guess not no reason at all, but they really just fucking shafted him on that shit. Like they tried to play it out like he threw this big fucking party. I'm like, really? I'm like, it was just fucking like we were just smoking weed in a fucking room. Like the beers weren't even from that night. The beers were from like 2 weekends ago because it's fucking. It's a college dorm room. No one's really fucking cleaning up. There's shit everywhere. But yeah, I think they tried to like play it up like he was trying to throw some like fucking big ass banger in the dorm rooms. But I'm like,
Gotta watch those marijuana parties, bro.
yeah, I'm like, wow, we got a whole bowl and 2 empty beer cans. It's a party. It's getting crazy.
The time bomb. Did somebody say bomb?
Bomb?
You're
well,
you're
that
all
was somebody. Big
suspended.
Sean. I think Big Sean told him like, "Oh, it's just a time bomb," and they're like, "What is that?" like, it's just weed with more weed. That's all it is. It's just fucking. That's like you can probably take a look at it and see him like it's literally just a blunt stuffed inside the middle of a fucking bowl. That's exactly what a time bomb is. There's nothing that crazy.
Yeah, no, dude, it was honestly fine. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm glad that shit in the country is like. I mean, you live in San Diego where it's already free, or not free but legal.
Yeah, I literally can walk down the street and walk into a store. It's like being a fucking kid in a candy store. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's like dope because when I visited last year, it's like holy shit, literally just 2 ID checks and I can fucking get blitzed for fucking $10 if I wanted to, just fucking eat a bag of edibles or something. Like I don't know.
Well, it's nice being able to just have it like on a recreational level like that too, where you can just go in and fucking. You don't have to like go meet somebody in a fucking Wendy's parking lot at 10:30 at night. Like I remember like fucking like going to the most random fucking places to go pick up weed, just because it's like. And then here I literally am like I have like fucking 5 different stores that are within like maybe 10, 15 minutes of each other that I could go drive to get weed. Like, or I don't even have to leave my house. I can literally, or I just did that today, actually. I just fucking picked up some wax. I ordered it. They come to your house, check your ID, you hand them the money, and then they hand you the bag. And you don't have to even leave your place. It's right there.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, probably in, like, I don't know. What do you think? 10 years or so? 10, 15 years? It's pretty much going to be legal nationwide.
Well, and it's just it's like fucking Pennsylvania. You can't even go into a gas station and get a fucking beer. Like, like that's like, I mean, so yeah, I feel like Pennsylvania, like that's going to be one of the slowest states to get something like on a recreational level. It's just. Like,
I think I don't think we're far off. Like, but because I don't know, Jersey, they have it. They're our fucking neighbors, and our governor right now, he's pretty progressive.
I just like honestly from like I just don't like there's also like there's a lot like I don't understand why they wouldn't want to have it on a recreational level because of the fucking money that it would bring in. Like, and obviously that's one of their biggest concern is how to bring in revenue or how to fucking keep money. And like, if you introduce something like this, like you're like the fact that you're just like, they're not doing that. I'm like, you guys are missing out on a lot of fucking money. Like,
yeah,
it's just, I just don't understand what I just, it's fucking dumb. I get it. Like, we're just very slow on shit, especially stuff like that where it just doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like all this stigma for whatever reason, and it's like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like so like my mom caught me when my mom caught me high. Like, dude, she cried so fucking hard. Like, dude, I've never disappointed her any more than I did at that time. Like, and I was like, damn, I can't fucking do this around home, dude. This it's like, and it's like, but she had experiences what people in her life where so she was against like anything like any kind of. So it's like, damn, but it's like, dude, the benefits to this shit greatly fucking outweighs like any kind of risk associated with it.
Compared to like honestly, like that was kind of like my parents were always like, look, we're not telling you to smoke weed, and we're not like saying like we're cool with all that kind of stuff, but like really, if you want to look at it, like weed compared to alcohol, like they're like, if you are gonna do something, like just don't. Basically, they just don't want me to smoke and drive, which I totally understand. That like I get that they just don't want me to do anything like that, but like, I mean, really, like, yeah, like what I was saying earlier, like you smoke too much weed, you're gonna get hungry and fall asleep. But you drink too much, you might not fucking wake up, or
No,
yeah, you
yeah,
might hurt yourself or
yeah.
some stupid shit like
Dude,
that.
like, the worst
It's not that.
that's really happened is I might spend a little too much money on the fucking White Castle that we had that one night freshman year because we were
Dude,
fucking
our
just like high as giraffe pussy at fucking like 1 a.m. and fucking dude, we just had a craving for White Castle,
oh
so
my,
we drive the 20-30 minutes it takes, and then down like fucking probably enough food for 8 people,
oh,
uh,
absolutely.
and most of it in one sitting. And I don't
Oh.
know, just fucking drive back. Like, but that was, I don't know, that was one of the. I've never tasted a slider that tasted as fucking gourmet as that shit that
That
night.
was like kiss the fucking chef on those. Those are beautiful. When you're
Wow,
stoned 3 a.m. Those
you
White
guys couldn't have
Castles.
microwaved that any better.
No, you can't. Dude, I was
Uh,
gonna say. Speaking of, I think my mom, this was in high school. She found I had like a little what the fuck was it? This little fucking like silicone thing of it looked like a rubber ball, like a bouncy ball, but it was a wax case. So I remember I came home from school and my fucking bouncy ball like wax holder was sitting on the counter, and my mom is just crying, and she's like looks really upset, and she's like, "Is this what I think it is?" And I was like, "I, I don't know. What do you think it is?" And she's like, "Is this heroin?" I'm like, I was like, "Mom, like it's weed. It's just concentrated weed. Like it's just like that's not weed. I've seen weed before." I'm like, "No, like it's like
yeah.
it is weed. It's just it's not like the actual like flower from the plant. Like it's concentrated weed." She's like, "Oh, oh my god." She's like, "I'm still throwing it away, but I feel so much better now." It's like, oh, I was like, "Mom," I'm like, I'm like, I don't even trust a fucking doctor with a needle. I'm like, you think I'm gonna do heroin? I'm like, no fucking way, no fucking way. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I'd be way smarter and sniff it, ma. Come on.
yeah, come on.
Are you dumb or something?
She was so upset, and then as soon as I told her it was weed, I just like saw the relief on her face, and she was like, "Oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right."
yeah, no, like again, like I don't recommend anything, but if there was three things that I would never dabble in, it'd have to be meth, heroin, crack.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's,
honestly, like even if that shit ever became fully legalized, I don't, I wouldn't, I still wouldn't touch it with a 10 foot fucking pole. I wouldn't care. Like, oh yeah, you can go pick up heroin from your fucking CVS pharmacy. Like, it wouldn't matter. I still wouldn't fucking do it. It wouldn't matter. I'm just not interested in it. I like the
nah,
fun stuff.
yeah,
That
dude,
stuff's not fun.
no, no, I don't like the idea of fucking, I don't know, like a substance where somebody could just fucking fully take advantage of me and I really wouldn't be able to do shit about it because I'm
Yeah,
just fucking floored.
that's why I like
I'm
my
just,
substances that come straight from the ground. Those are the most fun ones. A little bit of mushrooms, a little bit of weed. Those are fun. Those are all
ah,
about
dude,
as natural as drugs can possibly get. But
dude,
I mean, yeah, honestly, like
I,
some of the man-made shit. Not that it's not fun, but like you definitely like. Same thing even with mushrooms. I'm like, you take too much fucking mushrooms, like, yeah, you might have a crazy ass time, but like chances are you're probably gonna get hungry and then fall asleep too. But that might just be
dude,
me. I always get the
I don't
fucking
even know if I
munchies.
told you, like, dude, when I fucking had had shrooms uh for the first time, like I don't know, month or two ago, a couple months ago,
Mm,
and dude, I I just remember being in. We went out to this bar. It was like me, my boy, and like a few of his boys or whatever,
yeah.
and yeah, probably did between like a 1.75 to maybe 2 G's at most.
Oh yeah, I mean that's more than enough to feel it, no doubt.
Oh, dude, I
Like,
was fucking dude. I remember going into this this restaurant bar's bathroom, and just fucking having a ball. Like, literally, I would not leave this bathroom for like we were at this bar for like fucking at least an hour or two. And every 5 minutes, I would go into this bathroom and then get pissed off whenever somebody actually had to use it. Because I was like, all right, well, now I can't fucking laugh and bounce off the walls by myself. 'Cause now I just look like a fucking weirdo. And
oh,
I don't need to get kicked out of the place. I just want to fucking laugh at shit. So I would go out when somebody would come into the bathroom, fucking sit at the bar, and I'm like, shit sucks. Like, yeah, I don't want to talk to these people. People have nothing that interests me right now. Like, I want to go back into the bathroom. So when they would fucking leave the stall, I would just jump right back in the fucking bathroom. And
this
I
is
did
my
that for
safe
like an hour
space.
straight. And I would just stare at the walls and watch the shits like fucking go in and out.
Oh,
And I remember the one time, like, dude, my boys like they kicked open the bathroom door and they just see me just fucking playing with the fucking the hand dryers, like, the air dryers, just fucking. I don't even know what I was doing. Just literally keeping my hand under it, just fucking laughing my ass off. Like it
dude,
was the funniest shit I've ever fucking done in my life.
I think when I was at John Iana's house for like the very first time I ever tried what was that I think they had like an extra tab that they brought home from like a festival, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna take this tonight. Do you want to try it?" And I was like, "So I never like that was like my first time ever trying like any like psychedelics." So I was like, "Yeah, I mean, sure, I'll give it a shot." So all right, took it, and then I don't think you ever saw. They used to live in this. They had this trailer in Asif, which is like
Yeah,
if you thought fucking
I,
Wellsboro is in the ass crack of nowhere, meet Asif. Asif, there's literally fucking nothing. There's nothing out there like besides roadkill. That's it.
I think
Like
you showed me one time. Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
ended up.
We
I think
visited one time when I pulled up to your place. We walked through it, and I think it was like roots growing through it and
oh
shit.
shit! I was gonna say you might have saw once they were like fucking moving. That dude, I remember that place got infested with like fleas, and I'm like, you couldn't even like go in there because you just like literally would just get eaten alive by fucking fleas. But I like we would like draw on the walls in there because it was just like this like just like a shitty old trailer. So they didn't really care. They just were like whatever about it. But John drew this face, and it was like the guardian of nature or something like whatever that guy is. But when he drew it, he never finished the eyes. So there's just like these two big white fucking sockets, like with this guy's fucking eyes. And I remember John and Anna were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go walk the dogs. We'll be right back." So I was like, "All right, I'll just stay here." So I'm like sitting inside, and I had like Adventure Time on TV, and I was like just getting overwhelmed as shit by watching that. I was like, "This is so fucking
Yeah,
intense right now." And
it's a weird ass
then I
show.
just like I just I kept getting this feeling where like somebody's like looking at me, and I was like, the fuck? So I like look over, and the drawing that John did on the wall starts like it's like kind of like moving back and forth a little bit. It's kind of like this like waving motion. And I was like, am I really fucking seeing that right now? I'm like, that's fucking weird. So I was like, I tried to ignore it. So I kept trying to watch TV, and then it just kept like this thing started then kind of like doing this like it would like slightly bounce off the wall and come back to the wall, bounce off, and the next time it would bounce off a little bit further and come back to the wall until it got to the point where this thing's like literally bouncing like fucking like 3 feet in front of me, and I'm like, this is not fucking right. Like this is like some weird like fucked up cartoon. So finally, like after the last time, this thing was like literally like in my face, like this drawing bouncing off the wall. So I was like, I just got up and I fucking colored the eyes in. I sat outside in the dark for like 20 minutes until John and Anna came back from their walk, and they're like, "What are you doing out here?" I'm like, "I'm not going back in the house until you finish the face." So I made John go back in there and finish his drawing of the fucking guy, and then I went back in the
Yeah,
house.
bro, that's fucking funny.
I was
I
too
got the
fucking.
perfect solution. I'm gonna color his fucking eyes in. That'll that'll show him.
I
That'll
bet.
show this asshole staring at me.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
dude.
Oh shit! I'll
Yeah,
do that. Let me show one thing real quick. Do a little sneak preview. All right.
your
So
fucking Dora backpack.
yeah, I have a
Bag,
Dora backpack as well.
yeah, just
She's
fucking your bag of wonders. You just fucking
you see that dude on fucking TikTok? He makes the backpack where he's like fucking like just like stealing shit and stuff. The fucking it's fucking funny as hell. But so Zeke's World will be doing. I'm gonna be doing do like a clothing drop, and this one's gonna be called Eat Your L's. We kind of talked about some of this shit before, kind of turning your losses into wins. But this is a little sneak peek of our one of the designs that we'll be doing. It's probably way too far away.
dude, you got to do it like those girls who show off their makeup products. Like you gotta.
Ooh, shiny gloss, semi gloss, really nice. But yeah, anyway, this is one of the first designs. We're gonna have some T-shirts and some stickers and stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna have some different drops to go along with different themes and shit we talk about. I'm gonna try to actually start planning some stuff out too, so I'm not just free balling all the episodes, but they're still gonna be mostly free ball. But we'll have some themes, hopefully some more stability to the show, and that's for my own doing because I gotta take it for real. Oh, I gotta. Yeah, man. I'll send you some shirts and stickers once I gotta get the shirts made, but stickers are all done now.
Yeah, let me
I'll
know.
send some.
I'll be a fucking model.
I was just, hey, I do need to do a
Zeke's
photo shoot
world.
for this shit too, but.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I say, is there
Freeze my.
anything else you want to fucking like throw in? Like any, what else is going on with you?
Uh Nah, I don't know. Just life. Just fucking. I don't know, man. I'm just taking one day at a time. Like now that I have like a month off right now from school, so I'm just because I'm in my master's for school counseling, and
Right on.
yeah,
How much?
I'm trying
How
to
many
balance.
more years do you have with your masters?
Nah, just one more year. So I just made it to
Okay,
the halfway point,
nice.
and so now I'm like transitioning into like the senior cohort, and so now I'm gonna get a mentee, and I'm like, fuck, now I gotta actually take this seriously because like now I'm responsible for somebody else's fucking knowledge about the program, and it's like, all right, can't dick around anymore,
I
So
feel you.
yeah, no, but just yeah, just trying to focus on doing that and balancing all my adventures and hanging out with people and doing shit like this again, just doing more time management. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Right on, man. Well, shit, man. We gotta. Well, I'm hopefully gonna be coming back this summer at some point. So I mean, yeah, we gotta fucking link up. But if not, you're always fucking welcome to come crash out here. Whatever you want to do. We got some
Yeah,
fun
dude, let
shit
me
to
know.
do. I'll
Yeah,
say,
we
yeah. I'll say
always
you can bring your girlfriend too sometime, man. I'll say I know if you guys want. I know you guys both got some busy ass schedules with grad school and stuff. Because I was gonna say, I know when Steph was in grad school, that shit is like it's like normal school on steroids. There's a lot of fucking work to be done.
and as a disclaimer for all these prospect schools that might or might not hire me in the future. Again, nothing's endorsed. All of this is opinion based, and you know,
These
I can
are
use my knowledge to help others. Wow, as my fucking name pops up on the screen with my
I
picture.
I fed him the apple. It's my fucking fault. Don't blame him. You
Really
can
did
blame
take my
me.
fucking.
And then also while you're blaming me, you can buy one of my t-shirt drops. Thank you very much.
Don't fucking endorse yourself on this shit. No,
Shit,
but
man. Well,
I think, yeah, I don't know. It is kind of cool though, 'cause, like with all my this is how I see it for like just counseling in general. Like I can use all my past experiences and have this inside knowledge that other people don't about like whatever substances or other kind of traumas or whatever. Like you can always, as a counselor, you can if you have the ability to actually empathize with stuff like that and know where people are coming from, like you could help them better. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't regret anything because again, I don't feel any drawing or craving to do anything. So it's like I'm just
Nah,
my own person and yeah, just fucking living.
hell yeah. No, I was just saying, I know you're passionate about what you do too, so that's really what matters at the end of the day, I think. Like, and yeah, especially if you can connect with somebody on a more personal level and you kind of can see an insight into like what they're probably going through. I mean, I don't see why that would ever be like looked down upon. Like, that's a pretty good fucking bonus to have with somebody and like, look, like I can talk to you on your level. And I think really that's like, and just in life in general, you got to meet people where they're at, and it's easier to know like, oh, I've been in their shoes before. Like, it's easier to like connect and talk with that person, get them to open up when like you can actually talk to them about something that like they fucking understand, not like just you know.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, exactly. So yeah, just let me know about the merch. I'll definitely want to check that out. And,
Oh, yeah.
you know, see what designs you got going on, and
I'll
you
send
know,
you what
we'll
I
just
I'll text you what I because I have the designs done now. I got 3 designs for this one, so I'll send those over to you so you can check them out too. But shit, yeah, Matt, I appreciate you for being my first virtual guest, man. Thank you very much.
thanks for having me on, and always good talking to you, and just like you said, shooting the shit.
Absolutely, man. Always. Yep. Well,
All right.
thank you everybody for joining us on this episode of Zeke's World. My guest today has been Mr. Matthew Diaz,
Yeah.
one of the nicest guys I know. But hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Take it easy.